Hi, I'm Ken Newman, historian for Battleship, New Jersey. And in today's video, we're going to answer one of our most often asked questions. Is the ship still floating? The easy answer to that is yes, the ship is still floating. The ship is here in the Delaware River. Delaware River is a tidal river. It is right here next to the Port of Camden and Port of Philadelphia. This river is filled with very large ships bringing all kinds of goods into the ports here of Camden and Philadelphia. We are right here just off the channel, the main channel coming up the river. And our neighbor directly to the aft of us is actually the Port of Camden. The river in this particular area is about 45 feet. This ship draft is roughly about 30 feet in the current condition that she is in at the moment. There are some other ships in the museum ship fleet that aren't currently floating. A lot of them are submarines that you would find in the Midwest. There's several ships down in Texas that are on land. The USS Alabama has a rather unique way of her ship being docked. There is a cofferdam that goes completely around the ship, and that allows her to pump out any of the water that's inside of that cofferdam so they can do maintenance on their hull. The spot on the ship where the water and the air meet is the wind water. It's called the wind water line, and that area is the area that gets most corroded on these ships and needs the most maintenance. Ship like New Jersey here will have to go down to, in our case, the former Philadelphia Naval Shipyard and actually be put in a dry dock. Alabama, like I said, they can pump all the water out of her cofferdam, and then they can do the maintenance on that wind water line. A lot of Alabama herself is actually sitting mostly in mud, and that mud doesn't have a lot of oxygen in it, so it keeps the steel that is buried in that mud from corroding. It's really the oxygen in the water that causes that corrosion. Some ships, like a Japanese battleship, are currently sitting in concrete. We get that question a lot. Why don't you just put her in concrete? Well, that's bad too, because concrete itself is very acidic and would eat away at the steel. Also, the shell plating, the exterior parts of steel that are on that make up the exterior part of the hull there, actually start pulling away from the frames. These ships were never designed to be out of the water and be in a hard shell like that. It's not something that we can do. We think that the way that Alabama is doing her thing with the cofferdam is probably right now the wave of the future for museum ships. We've done over the years, we've made a lot of mistakes in trying to figure out how to best maintain these ships. Concrete was an idea. We found out that doesn't work. There have been multiple other ways of dealing with things as well that we've found just don't work. But it's all trial and error. These ships were never meant to be around for 100 years. These ships were only meant to have their small 25, 30-year service life, and then they were to be disposed of through usually scrapping, or the Navy sometimes takes ships out and actually tests weapons on them to see if their weapons will actually work and sink a ship. If you have any other questions, you can write that down in the comments below, and we'll do our best to answer them. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.